Rico namora pobre.
Wallachia Reign of Dracula is an action platformer created by Migami Games and published by Storybird Studio and Pixel Hearts. The game was released February 28th of 2020. In Wallachia Reign of Dracula, you play as Elson, a character with a dead mom, dead dad, and a brother taken away by Dracula. And because of that, she's pissed. She wants revenge. With the help of an old man and a cool wolf, she goes on a journey to kill Dracula. In this game, you can double jump and slide for movement. The slide does not have invincibility frames, so don't be thinking you're a god when you do it. You have two weapons to attack with, your signature bow and a sword. With your bow, you can charge a shot and shoot in 8 different directions. Your sword can do more than just damage, it can also stop enemy arrows. And lastly, you have a special attack that you can use if you have enough black orbs. Each special has 2 levels to it. My first impression of the game wasn't necessarily positive or negative, it was just neutral. By just looking at the game's trailer, I only saw that the game had a retro look, and then I mostly bought it because it was relatively cheap. When playing the game's first level, I realized 2 things. 1. The main character is a badass.
You can better serve my needs personally.
Vlad Dracula murdered my parents and took my brother. No one will stop me from slicing off his head.
And 2. It's one of those kind of games. So what are Wallachia's best qualities? The game's overall sound is great. The music is pretty sick, especially at the final moments of the game. Although I won't spoil that here. Instead, listen to this. And the voice acting is excellent too.
There's something in your eyes, Sylvia. I see a familiar wisdom in them. Could those glass eyes of yours perhaps be a window into the next world?
Though I guess that's expected from seasoned voice actors like Kira Buckland. Beyond that, I really couldn't find any other obvious standout qualities that made me say, whoa, that's awesome. Wallachia, at least to me, just seems to be the type of game with overall great quality. The level design for the most part was fair and well designed, although there are some sections in the levels that almost seem like you have to take damage to progress. However, it could just be me not figuring out how to pass without taking damage. If you choose to get this game, what should you look out for? I hinted towards this earlier, but if you couldn't pick up what I was putting down, game is hard. Wallachia is a retro-styled game, and not just its looks, but difficulty too. If you get this game, you better get used to the game over screen. And I understand not everyone's into that sort of game, so I thought I'd warn you all. But should you take on this challenge, then I got a tip for you. Remember when and where things spawn, from the enemies to the birds that fly above you that give you items. Remembering when and where things spawn can help you plan ahead. The only way you could progress through this game is if you learn from your death and not getting pissed off. Knowing which weapon to use and where to use them can mean the difference between taking damage or getting a game over to getting to the next checkpoint untouched. Even though this game may seem like a fast-paced sort of game, it may be the best thing to take things a little bit slow. In other words, I'm telling you, get good, scrub. And with that said, so you want to play Wallachia Reign of Dracula? Ultimately, that choice is yours. But if you are interested, the game is $9.99. The game is on the Switch and the PS4, along with the PC. And now, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. It would mean a lot if you did. And if you want updates on what I'm going to do next, please follow me on Twitter.